the meaning of a hero. This is gonna be fun. So yeah, this show I think is really fun. With questioning what it means. I'm just gonna close the door. Questioning what it means to be a hero. Questioning what it means to sort of like be something. Which I think is really good as an idea. It sort of like has that idea. Definitely with some of the later ones, because I like the idea that it's not all one thing. And I'm not now, I've got a lot of stuff I want to do and put forward. I might want to do this as which of like the individual stories, because I would love to do that. I think I did that with a couple other things. But individual stories for one of the heroes. But overall, the idea, which my point is more the overall, not the spoilery stuff. Mostly because I kind of want to talk about my favorite, but will do their own one for themselves. But I like the idea that you question through all the risks, through all the things you have to give up, for all the things you have to do, for all the things you have to put on the line day in, day out, for all the things you have to lie about. Everything you have to do to become a hero. The deaths, the sacrifice, and even some things that are out of your control that means that you are stuck. And I also like the idea that this shows the idea of choice and lies coming back to bite you. But yeah, the two examples that I would like to say, which I think there's a couple of things I like. The two things I like definitely in the first story, I'm going to go more in detail in its own segment, is one where one of the choices are this hero and it's like, oh, I'm going to defeat you through this and that. And like, when you sort of reveal this, like, it's not like, oh, I'm the villain. I want to defeat you. I want to prove it. You're actually weak and a coward. No, it was one person's like, no, you don't need to keep doing this. Because the power was I could keep standing. So as a result, that's what you did. If people trust in my ability, that's all it did, just standing. So he could not sit down, he could not sleep. And I think that's interesting. And at the end, there's the end of season 1. I saw some more of this. You see over 10. The one thing which I am curious about, because I'm assuming, or like chronological, the one thing which I don't get is during the end of this, the first story, he's dead. And then it's revealed that he is dead. And then another person takes his place. But every single time you see this character, you see them as this character. And not the news that, because he came out and like here's what he actually looks like, and he actually like did all of this stuff, which is really interesting. So I don't know if that's because like they're like, oh, if you watch a bit later on, I think that's a bit odd, personally. I also find it sad that like the story ends on and she's dead. What? I do find it interesting. I do find it exciting. And the one thing which I would love, I definitely like later on they bring the suit in. And I don't know why. I like a mech. You can bring me an Iron Man and I'll go, that's an amazing superhero. You can bring me a Lex Luthor and I would say that's one of my favorite villains. You can bring me Power Rangers. I was about to say, what's the one I'm thinking of? What's the one? Pacific Rim? Pacific Rim? You know, two minds, one controls the body. Pacific Rim? So I like the idea that like superheroes and powers exist, but I'm becoming Iron Man. I can use trust to get powers, or I can become Iron Man. I know it's more detailed than that, but I always like when the solution is technology. Because I like the idea that like magic, supernatural things exist. I use cool tech because I think that's still an idea of like technology still develops, right? So yeah, but yeah, I definitely think this is cool. I definitely think this is entertaining to watch, and I 100% love it. and I definitely recommend for you to watch. And yeah, the next season is season 5 of Ryan Trahan. I hope you enjoy, and good night.